A survey conducted in 2017 by the FDIC, also known as the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, states that 93.5% of households in the United States use the banking system. This means that about 306 million people use and trust banks here in the United States. The banking system is extremely important here in America and is used every day. My name is Justin Brown, and I'm going to tell you about how my first job as a banker has shaped me into what I am today. I'm going to start off by telling you about how I got the job at the bank. I started at the age of 15. I was huge on getting an iPhone, a debit card, just like every other young teen. My parents had finally agreed to let me open up my own bank account so I could start controlling my own finances, learn the value of money, kind of know what I'm spending my money on, as well as starting to save for college and other big purchases such as getting my first vehicle and stuff like that. So I went into what at the time was Alpine Bank, which is now Midland States Bank, by the Walmart in Belvedere sometime in February. We sat down with the branch manager to open up my account, and it just so happened to be that I played baseball with her son, who is a student banker at the time. A student banker is kind of goes to school, goes to high school, works in a little branch during their lunchtime, but also works after school at the actual branches. She told me that he was a senior and that when he graduated they were going to hire 2 more student bankers, and was pretty avid on me applying and trying to get one of these jobs. And after the whole conversation, I was still kind of iffy about the whole thing, and starting at 15 I had to get my worker's permit and a whole bunch of other stuff, fill out my application. Basically I just wasn't motivated about the whole thing, but my parents were pretty big on me getting into it and giving it a try. I've always been a math guy, so I agreed. I applied. I had an interview that next week, and I was pretty much hired on spot. Training started 2 weeks after that, and before I knew it, I had my first job, which my parents had also drove me to, which was fun. After I was hired, what made me want to stay and pursue something in finance, I felt as if I had a high ceiling, as in the sense of absorbing so much information, and how I wanted to keep doing more and more. My managers were tasking me with things normal tellers wouldn't do, such as opening accounts and stuff like that, and I excelled at that as well. So I felt as if I shouldn't stop or be content with where I was at, because I felt as if I was content, then I would just kind of get into a routine and boring cycle and not have any interest in that job anymore. Where I am now, 4 years later, at the same job, I've learned a lot of things. I wasn't much of a people person going into the bank. I was pretty terrified about talking to people that I didn't know on a daily basis and engaging in a conversation with them. But now, entering my second year at college before I graduate with my associates, I feel as if I have been more capable of carrying out a conversation, no matter the circumstances, no matter if I know them or not. I figure I'm going to be dealing with people my whole life, so why not start now? Why this experience is helping me prepare for the future. It's taught me life skills such as money management, computer skills, and other customer service attributes. Provided me with connections to other banks, people at other banks, and allowing me to realize what I'm actually getting into as a financial advisor. I've been able to meet lots of people who have kind of mentored me in like the sense of what I need to do in order to succeed with the path I'm going down. Where I'm going because of the bank. I'm headed to school to study finance and pursue a career in financial planning / advising, which is essentially the same thing. I will be attending Texas State's Business School in the fall of 2020 after I graduate Rock Valley this spring. I have an internship lined up at JP Morgan Chase as a financial advisor, so exactly what I want to get into. And I hope to one day own my own financial firm. And the bank has kind of helped me prepare for this in the sense because I figured I like stuff done my own way, so why not have full control over them? And what better way to do that than own your own financial firm? How I fell in love with the industry and how the bank impacted that. The bank truly helped me find my passion and aided my decision in what I saw myself doing in what is pretty much the near future. I fell in love with my job from day one, and I decided that something financially related is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So some of you might ask what a financial advisor is, or what does a financial advisor do. So I use this quote from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which states, "Personal financial advisors provide advice on investments, insurance, mortgages, college savings, estate planning, taxes, and retirement to help others manage their finances." This is actually what I see myself doing, and I have a passion for finance and kind of where to put my money. I'm an investment type of guy, kind of like stuff like that. Stuff like that interests me, and that was all made possible because of my job that started at the age of 15. So kind of to wrap things up, in conclusion, my first job really contributed greatly to help me find my passion, as I was saying, and kind of lead me into the right direction to where I see myself in the future. If I didn't go to open my account that day, who knows where I would be right now, let alone where I would be in the future. But because of the bank, I am now currently on track to do the whole financial advisor thing and go the right path down schooling. So for those of you who are the other 6.5% of the people who don't belong to a bank, come see me for all your financial needs. We do all sorts of things: mortgages, car loans, student loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, pretty much everything. But if that's not a current need of yours, you can come see me in 3 years at your nearest financial firm owned by yours truly. Thank you.